I am lending words of my learned brother Justice Ravindra Bhatt, who wrote in his recent judgment, Maratha Reservation. And I quote, "The quest for one person, one value of true equality and of fraternity of Indians, where caste, race, gender, and religion are irrelevant, has produced mixed results. As long as there is no true equality of opportunity, of access, and of the true worth of human beings, and as long as the world is broken into fragments by narrow domestic walls, the quest remains incomplete," unquote. Therefore, to find a Goldilocks solution which works for the needs of our society, all the three organs of state should look viable solutions to build a conducive environment such that we not only preach but also practice equality in all spheres of life. The energy and competence I see in the young members of the bar are unparalleled. Appearance of young advocates in my courtroom made me really happy and reminded me of my younger days. I strongly believe that the younger generation should, with utmost sincerity, integrity, compassion, and perseverance, take the baton and pursue their professional interests. I strongly advocate that every young professional should spend reasonable time working in courts to learn that craft of advocacy that is immensely helpful in life, irrespective of your final career choice. As younger generation, you should not let the past decide your future. As younger generation, you should not let the past decide your future. Always try to optimize things in the present and do what is best for going forward. If at any point in your career you are faced with making a decision between an easier path and a more challenging path, always opt for more challenging path, because even if you fail, you always learn something new. There may be instances where you will be faced with a situation when life will offer you once in a lifetime opportunity, for which you might have to make a sacrifice. I suggest, friends, you take the plunge and accept such an opportunity, because you can always come back to the remaining things later. I wish exceedingly in the outset to guard myself and all the senior bar members from approaching this subject that I am going to discuss with any passion. I only request for your compassion and maturity. Without intending to take anyone by surprise, I wish to deliberate on two important things. Maybe a bit harsh. Firstly, is with respect to giving the junior members reasonable opportunities to brief and argue the matters wherever possible. All that the younger generation needs is a mentor to channelize their energies and an invisible helping hand. Every one of us have had mentors in this profession. Therefore, it also becomes our duty to act like one for the new generation. Second is most important. Secondly, the juniors must be paid decently, sir. These kids are learning to gauge the depth of this profession and navigating their way. We cannot afford to lose such good talent just because of the perception that litigation as a career option is not financially unviable. We have to be the change that we probably wanted during our days as junior advocate. A decent pay to the juniors will only bring more talented and dynamic young members to the profession. I second with the thoughts of Honorable Chief Justice Dr. Chandrachud on the same issue you had also expressed some time back. We need them and their inputs in providing equitable and accessible justice and reach the last voice crying for justice, which otherwise cannot be heard. I thank my sister and brother judges of this court who have been very kind to me throughout. I am to thank the Supreme Court Registry, law officers, all my court staff, protocol staff, medical staff, library staff, and office staff members for perfectly managing everything for me during all my years in the Supreme Court, and all my law researchers who have immensely helped me to the best of their abilities. I thank each one of them, and I wish them the best for their future endeavors. And last but not the least, everything in my life have been possible without the support of my family. They are reasons that kept me going. They stood next to me during all times. I thank all of them. I wish to reverberate what Maximilien Robespierre said during the French Revolution while calling everyone to listen the inner self. He said, and I quote, "Let us be generous towards good, compassionate with the unfortunate, inexorable with the evil, and just towards everyone," unquote. Finally, I end with a shloka that relate most with me. Dharme sarv pratishtham tasmad dharm par vadanti dharm ev hato hanti dharmo rakshati rakshitah. It means that everything in this world is founded on dharma. Hence, dharma is the ultimate supreme. Dharma destroys those who destroy it, and dharma protects it. Thank you. Jai Hind.